Easy warm up, especially for men. So I have this mat here and I'm going to use it to modify some of the exercises that we do, especially when we start. So you might want to start by sitting on this mat. And what that does is it lifts your legs so that it's easier to sit up straight. So remember, you want to sit up straight. We want to roll our shoulders back and down, pull the navel inward, netting the ribs together. You do that by inhaling and then exhaling and exhaling more and more. And then that feeling you get is netting the ribs together. So those are tight, and we want to lean back ever so slightly. So if you were looking at me, I'd be leaning back just like that, trying to engage those transverse abdominis, that abdomen there. Okay, so we're going to start by sitting up tall. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Reach up, stretch. Exhale. Bring your hands to your knees. When you first start doing Pilates, your hip flexors are going to hurt. That's this muscle right here that holds your legs out. So we want to stretch the back of the neck. So we're going to roll our chin down to our chest and then articulate our neck. Articulate just means straighten it up, but one vertebra at a time. Inhale. Turn the chin to the right shoulder, palm up, thumb back, stretching. Come back to the center. Inhale. Turn the chin to the left shoulder, palm up, thumb back, stretching. Okay, come back to the center. Inhale. Take your right ear to the right shoulder. I'm going a little faster than I usually do, but it's because I want to get in a workout in about 20 minutes. Turn your ear to the left shoulder, place your hand on top of the head, keeping that opposite shoulder down, and then come back to the center. Oop. Okay. Inhale. Now we're going to roll our chin down to our chest and then right ear to the right shoulder, chin down to your chest, left ear to the left shoulder, chin down to chest. The other side, back, back, and back. So we want to do just a quick workout today. Okay, next I want you to extend your legs out in front of you, flexing your feet. Then I want you to point your toes. Flex, point, flex, point, flex. Okay, you're going to extend your arms up in the air and then roll forward, lead with the chest. And we want to bring your hands down as close as you can. You might only be able to bring them to your knees. And just lean as far forward as you can. The goal will be in the end, after a while, to be able to touch your toes. So then bring your chin down towards your chest. And then we want to articulate our spine. So that means pull the belly button back towards your spine as if you were pulling it back like this. And then articulate. And we're sitting tall. Inhale, reach up, and bend forward, and stretch. I like to do 4 repetitions of every exercise. So pull the navel inward, knit the ribs together, articulate the spine, reach up, inhale, and roll forward. Pull the navel inward, knit the ribs together, articulate the spine, reach up, and roll forward. Pull the navel inward, articulate the spine, and reach up. Now we're going to open our legs to a V, bounce out your legs. They might be pretty tight. If you need to put more than one roll under your hips, if you need to put 2 towels on there so you can sit without sitting like this. If you're sitting like this with your knees bent, it means you need to be up higher, okay? So you can straighten your legs out further. So roll up another towel, sit on a block, like a yoga block, okay? Stretch your arms up, rotate as if your spine is on a barber's pole, and then lean over your right leg. You might not be able to bend down that far, that's okay. Articulate the spine, tail through head, reach up, rotate, and lean over the opposite leg. Excellent. Okay. Pull the navel inward, knit the ribs together, reach up, excellent. And come to the center, bounce out your legs, and then go a little further forward, Bounce out your legs, come forward, and bounce out your legs, come forward more. Pull the navel inward, knit the ribs together, articulate the spine, tail through head, and we're sitting tall. Very good. Okay, want to bring your legs together? We're going to get off of our mat. I recommend if you're doing this in a house, especially if you don't have carpet, you want to roll your mat out and lay on it. Since I have carpet, the floor is soft enough that I don't need it, okay? So come down, roll down onto your back, okay? So we want our nose pointed directly upward. Our head is resting on the bump on the back of our head. Our shoulders are heavy on the mat as if sandbags are weighing them down. We have a slight arch in our lower back, so we can place our hand under our back. That is created by rotating our pelvis. So if I have my pelvis flat, I have no arch, but if I rotate, then I make an arch in my back, okay? Want our navel pulled inward, ribs are knit together, our feet are flat on the floor and a comfortable distance from our rear. Tap your fingers on the mat, inhale. As you exhale, cervical nod. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, cervical nod. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, cervical nod. Inhale, back to neutral. Now we want to do a cervical nod. What I mean by cervical nod is you just move your chin down towards your chest without lifting your head off of the floor. Then we imprint our spine on the mat. That means press each vertebrae down in the mat and rotate our pelvis and exhale. Peel the spine off the mat. So that means lift each spine off of the mat, each vertebra, and then come back to neutral with your head. Inhale, cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat, and exhale. Peel the spine off the mat, head returns to neutral. Inhale. Cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat, exhale. Peel the spine off the mat, inhale. Cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat, exhale. Peel the spine off the mat, head returns to neutral, inhale. Cervical nod, now imprint the spine on the mat. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders, reaching towards the wall, not cocking your neck too much, keeping it straight. And lower back down and peel the spine off the mat. Cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders, reach towards the wall. Roll back down, peel the spine off the mat, and we return to neutral. Inhale. Cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale. Roll back down, peel the spine off the mat. Inhale. Cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale. Roll back down, peel the spine off the mat. Inhale. Now we want to imprint the spine on the mat, lift the legs to tabletop position, and then lift our head, neck, and shoulders and reach towards the wall. We want to pretend there's a ball resting on our belly. We want to inhale, make it rise, exhale, make it drop, inhale, make your belly rise, exhale, make it drop, inhale, make it rise, exhale, make it drop, inhale, rise, exhale, drop. Lower the head back down, lower the feet to the mat. Peel the spine off the mat. You can roll your head from side to side. Okay, now into the 100. So imprint the spine on the mat, lift the legs to tabletop position, and then extend them up in the air, pointing your knees, squeezing your inner leg, knee, and ankle. Lower your legs to 45 degrees and lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Begin to pump your arms, breathing a staccato breath in, out, in, out, in, out, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, out, in, 3, 4, 5, out, in, out. Excellent. Bring your knees into your chest and roll from side to side. Okay, very good. Extend your left leg out on the mat, keeping the right knee in. Place your right hand on your ankle and rotate your ankle in the opposite direction. Extend your right arm out to the side. Pull the knee across the body, keeping the right shoulder down, and stretch. Exhaling. Inhale. If you're able, straighten that top leg. And come back to the center. Now, extend the right leg out, keeping the left knee in. Rotate the left ankle and the opposite direction. Extend the left arm out to the side. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the leg across the body. And inhale. If you're able, extend the leg out straight. And come back to the center. I forgot to show you a modification. So if when you were doing the 100 like this, you were having difficulty with your legs being too heavy or being maybe out like this, bending too much, you can place the mat or something, a towel or something under your hips to change the angle a little bit. And so you're able to lower your legs just a bit, right? And keep your knees straight. So then we would do it like this, right? In, out, in, out. Excellent. Okay. So if you're having any issues with keeping your legs up straight, especially some men, when they try to do this with their legs, their hamstrings will not allow them to straighten their legs. So that's why if you put something under your leg, it'll allow you to straighten better. So, okay. So say we're going to continue like this. So flex your feet open to a V. So your feet should be open like this to a V, right? Okay. Now point your toes, open your legs wide, spread eagle, flex, and pull the heels together, point. I'm going to change my angle a bit so you can see my legs. Okay. Okay. Open to a V, point, open wide, flex, pull the heels together, and point. Bring your legs back to center. Flex, open to a V, point, open wide, flex, pull the heels together, and point. Come back to center. Okay. Flex your feet, open to a V, point, open wide, flex, pull the heels together, point, and come back to the center. Okay, now we're going to do some leg circles. So small circles with your legs together and the opposite direction. And now large circles. So bring those toes towards your head and then lower down to 45 degrees and then down. So if you're having those issues with your legs bending, your knees bending, keep this roll right here. And the opposite direction. Okay. I'm going to remove the roll. Okay. So then next, we want to flex our feet and bring your big toes together with your heels out. So your feet will look like this, an inverted V. Okay. And make small circles with your legs together. And the opposite direction. Okay, now large circles. And the opposite direction. Excellent. Okay, bring those feet together, bring your knees in, roll from side to side. Okay, extend those legs up again, flex the feet. Now open to a V with the heels together, toes out, so your feet look like this. And small circles. And the opposite direction. This is really working our abs and our glutes and our hips. Now large circles. And the opposite direction. Way to go. Okay. I'm almost out of time. I said I was, oh wait, I have 5 more minutes. Okay, that's good. Okay, next we're going to do a shoulder bridge. So this is really nice to massage your back if you're having lower back pain. Although I meant to mention at the beginning of the video, if you consult your doctor, if you have any health issues, to make sure it's okay that you do these exercises. Okay, so Bring your heels a little closer to your butt. And now we're going to be in neutral position. So that means we have a little bit of an arch in our back. So we want to inhale, cervical nod, moving our chin towards our chest. Imprint the spine on the mat, pelvic tilt. Peel the spine off the mat and then lift up high to a shoulder bridge, squeezing those glutes. Okay, now we're going to imprint the spine on the mat again, pressing one vertebra at a time into the mat, and we're back to neutral. Inhale, cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat, pelvic tilt, peel the spine off the mat, lift up high to a shoulder bridge. Imprint the spine on the mat and come back to neutral. Inhale. Cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat, pelvic tilt, lift up high to a shoulder bridge. Imprint the spine on the mat and come back to neutral. Inhale. Cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat, pelvic tilt, peel the spine off the mat, lift up high to a shoulder bridge. Imprint the spine on the mat and come back down to neutral. Now we're going to cervical nod, imprint the spine on the mat, pelvic tilt, peel the spine off the mat, lift up high to the shoulder bridge. Now I'm going to test you just a little. You're going to balance on your left foot and extend your right foot up in the air. Flex the foot, lower, point the toe, lift and flex, lower, point, lift, flex, lower, point, lift and flex, lower and point, lift and flex, lower and point, and return that right foot to the mat. Lift up high to your shoulder bridge, extend the left foot up in the air, flex the foot, lower, point, lift, flex, lower, point, lift and flex, lower and point, lift and flex, lower and point, and return that left foot to the mat, and let's lift up high to that shoulder bridge once more. Just getting a little bit more out of it, and imprint the spine into the mat one vertebra at a time. Pull those legs into the chest and roll from side to side. Very good. Okay. I'm going to come on to our, well, before we do that, a good way to get out of bed and a way to get up from this movement is extend one leg out, lace your fingers behind the other leg, and use that leg to push yourself up. There you go. Okay. Okay, next we're going to come down onto the mat. And you'll be laying on your stomach, allowing your belly button to fall towards the mat, keeping your elbows right under your shoulders, pressing up, trying to touch the top of your head to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and lower down, placing your hands below your shoulders. Now turning your head to the side. Inhale. Press up, but not doing a push-up, more of a snake or something like that. I don't know the name of it actually. Allowing your belly button to fall to the mat, trying to touch the top of your head to the ceiling. Like a turtle sticking its head out of a shell. Pull those shoulders down and back. Okay, lower down and turn your head to the opposite side. Inhale. As you're laying on the ground, try to pull your belly button up off the ground. And then press up, allowing the belly button to fall to the floor, trying to touch the head to the ceiling, pulling the shoulders down. Lower down, turn your head to the right side. Try to lift the belly button off the floor, squeezing those glutes. Inhale. And press up. Lower down, turning the head to the opposite side. Inhale. And press up. Okay, go ahead and lower down. Now we're going to go to a push-up position. Now, you're by yourself, so nobody's going to know. If you can't use good form on your toes, do them on your knees. So if you're going to do them on your knees, this is the position you want. You want a straight plank. It looks a little bit weird, like I'm sagging my stomach, but I'm trying not to. Okay. So you just want to be straight. This is what you don't want. You don't want to be doing this number. You want to be a straight plank so that when you lower down, you're using all of your body. Okay. So you can do them on your knees or on your toes. You want to make sure you have a straight plank. You want to go down, touch your chest to the floor, and press up. If you're unable to touch your chest to the floor, do them on your knees. Lower down and press up. We're only doing 2 more. Lower down and press up. Lower down and press up. Okay. Next, we're going to do wide arm push-ups. So extend your arms out to the side about 4 more inches, way out wide of your shoulder. If I do them in the front, you can see it a little better. It's like super wide. Want to go down to where you're parallel. Elbows and shoulders are equally out, right? And last one. Okay. From here, we're going into the shell stretch. So you want to lean back over so your heels are rested over. Your hips are rested over your heels. Forehead rests on the floor. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And articulate the spine, tail through head. We're sitting tall. And I'm going to throw one more in there that I forgot to mention. So we're going to lay down. This is the swimmer. Okay, so you extend your arms and legs out on the mat. You want your head actually flat, looking with your nose down to the ground. Pull the navel inward, knit the ribs together, trying to lift the belly button off the ground. Want to inhale, lift your right arm, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left arm, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift both arms, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the right leg, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left leg, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift both legs. Okay, now we're going to lift all 4 appendages and flutter for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Inhale, lift, flutter, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower, and lift and flutter, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Very good. Okay. Now place your hands below your shoulders. Bring your hips over your ankles. Lower your head down. Pull the navel inward, knit the ribs together. Articulate your spine, tail through head. You're sitting tall. We're going to come back down to our starting position. If you need to, sit on the mat. Cross that opposite leg in front. Inhale. Sit up tall, pull the navel inward, knit the ribs together, lean back ever so slightly. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Arms up. And lower down. Exhaling. And we're done. Great job.